nice to meet you both. First of all, you're the first to use the sofa. We've never had to use the sofa before.
Great. It's an honor.
So you're christening the sofa, and
it might be the last time after the animals get out here.
No, I'm looking forward to it. I don't care. I don't care what they do. Seriously, if I didn't do this, people ask what I would do, and I would do something with animals. And I love, because your show is different than just a show about animals. I don't understand how you do that. Do you sleep in a tent? Do you sleep in the tree if they sleep in a tree?
What we're trying to do is we're trying to get out there in the wild for a month with a certain animal and trying to live as close to the way they live as we possibly can. You know, sometimes though, when we were with the snow monkeys, we couldn't just lie in the snow like they did. We had our tent and our survival gear, but we're trying to put ourselves in their place because we are discovering things about animals we've never read in books, never seen on nature documentaries, because we're right there with them for an entire month, living their lives.
And as humans, we're so used to looking at animals as scientific objects. That's how we normally have in the past in school and on traditional wildlife shows. But what we're trying to do is really get into their lives and feel what it's like and look at everything from their perspective.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Well, let's get some animals out here. I wish that I could spend hours with you asking questions, because this is fascinating. But what do you have first?
Oh, the first one is a really, really cute little kitten.
It's a house cat.
Who also has to watch out for lions. This is a serval. And you can hold it right there.
And if you're a serval, you're a really great athlete. You're a great jumper. You can leap high into the air and grab a bird out of mid-flight.
Check out her long legs. Being a serval is all about those long legs.
Yeah, she's got some claws.
Yeah. She's got claws too. Yeah.
Okay, you don't like my pants? Yeah. Smells like a wild animal.
She's thirsty.
Yeah.
She was waiting for a while there.
Well, yeah, feed her if she's hungry.
Do you want to feed her?
No. Yeah, you feed her.
We're not doing a commercial where she has to look hungry.
There she goes.
What about
She's
that?
like, what's everybody talking about?
How old is this thing?
She's about 8 weeks old.
Oh,
Yeah.
And where's her mommy?
Her mommy is back where she's part of an educational program going around to schools. So she was bred in captivity, and
how much bigger will she get?
she'll get to be about this high, you know. And
but not a pet. We shouldn't
not
say
a pet.
this is okay
it's
to
a
have.
real wild animal, and this is a wild animal that not many people know about, and that's what we're trying to do on our series is really introduce people to all the amazing animals who share the planet.
In Africa? Where's this?
Africa.
Yeah.
Sit right around with the lions, and they have to watch out because
Yeah.
the lions will jump on anything.
But how fast does this go, did you say?
They're pretty quick. Yeah,
Yeah.
and they can jump. They can jump 10, 12
really
feet in the air. You know,
springy.
sky right over your head from a stand. Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yep.
All right.
And then here I can take her. Oh, I guess she's drinking. We can bring the binturong out.
Now
while
wait a
she's
minute.
out here.
I don't want a food chain thing happening here.
Here, I'll take her and you can hold the binturong.
Yeah, why don't you take her? I don't want to be holding something that's bait.
So this.
Oh my-
Actually, can I come over here?
No, you
This
can't.
just eats fruit.
This binturong. Can you smell what she smells like?
Yes.
Do you smell anything?
Uh-huh.
What is it? Buttered popcorn,
Yes,
right?
exactly.
Yeah, it's the craziest thing in the animal world. She smells like buttered popcorn.
Always?
And, yeah.
Hi, how you doing?
And this is.
I
this
just
is,
had a serval on my lap.
And you know what she is? What kind of animal do you think she is? What family?
She looks like some type of, she looks like a bear.
She looks exactly. But you know what she is? She's a mongoose.
Really?
Yeah, she's related to a mongoose. And she is the only mongoose with a prehensile tail. You can see it grabbing around my neck. She can grab on with her tail like a monkey can.
She lives in the trees and eats fruit. You know, she looks kind of scary, but he's not.
Well,
And they dig a lot with those
I
claws.
have no
so you
fruit
got anything in your
back
pocket?
okay.
Come on up. Ah, there we go. Heavy too.
Yeah, very heavy. And where do they live?
They live in Southeast Asia.
That is wild. It smells like buttered popcorn.
But, you know, there are all these amazing rare animals in the world, so we've created a wildlife refuge called Grizzly Gulch. We do whatever we can to help them. And we did it with Kid Action, with the help from Dawn dishwashing liquid.
Oh, yeah.
They clean off feathers in oil
Dawn
spills.
Dishwashing Liquid sent me some. That's so great that they clean off the animals that have had problems.
Yeah, because the soap is so gentle on the bird's feathers, but it gets rid of the oil.
That's great. Well, good for them.
Yeah.
All right. This is a lion.
And this is a creature that is not exactly gentle, but so cute. And at this age, is just wonderful.
How old is that?
She is about, how old is she, Chris?
I smell like buttered popcorn. Is that bad?
3 months. 3 months old, and even she, you don't want to turn your back on her because she'll sneak attack you. I had one once just get me from behind and bite me in the behind.
Really sunk her teeth in, yeah. They're little hunters.
How old did you say?
3 months old.
months.
Wow.
He's getting pretty big
Look at
already.
the paws. They're gigantic.
Yeah.
Hi. Will you bite me?
He might, but you know
Really?
what they like to do? They like to bump heads. That's what lions do. They're such social animals, and they greet each other by bumping heads
It's
and
kind of
rubbing.
a purr, like.
There you go.
Ow!
Being the lion. That's perfect.
My hair. Wow, that is beautiful.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
they're great.
they're wonderful. And at this age, they're so sweet. But we had to be really on our toes when we were out with them because they'd be sleeping. A Pride of 25 sleeping. We were in our Jeep at night. We'd get bored and cramped, so we'd pull off a couple hundred yards away to get out and stretch and do some push-ups and some sit-ups. And then suddenly I had this feeling to turn on the flashlight. I turned around, and all the lions were in a ring around us, about 20 feet away, just looking at us and licking their chops. So they're
Man.
great
And the
hunters.
instinct to kill is so strong. They were eating this huge elephant carcass, and their bellies were full. There was plenty left, and a mouse runs by. One of the males just turns around, boom, flattens it.
Wow.
And he gets it.
Wow.
So don't turn your back,
Yeah.
even on this
No, no,
little
no.
one.
But that's well. Thank
never
you.
know.
We're going to have one more animal at the end of the
Yep.
show. Let's.
okay.
We have to keep going, but. Really, we have to do an entire show like this one day because I love
yeah.
what you're doing and I love that you're educating people about this.
You
Because
should come out on an expedition.
Come on
with
our
us.
show.
we'll take the show on the road. Yeah. We're back with the Kratt Brothers, and you have one more animal. I'm going to risk my life once again.
Yeah.
What is this?
This
Watch
one you don't
out.
have to worry about too much. This is a bush baby.
A bush
And-
baby.
which is related to the lemurs that we have. We did a whole expedition with lemurs. And the bush baby is coming.
Chris
Chris
is
is
lost.
searching for the
I don't know
bush
how you
baby.
survive in the wild. He can't even.
Well, this is what we do. We wander
Yeah.
around a lot until we find the animals. And the lemurs are just amazing. There's so many amazing kinds. Do you know our show's a Boomafoo? Do you ever see
No,
that?
but
with
I
the
heard
lemur?
about that,
Yeah.
yeah.
And
I
so
found
we
him.
wanted,
I found him.
Yeah. And this is a persimmon, a little creature related to
It's a
lemurs.
bush baby.
Look
Yeah.
at those eyeballs.
And you
If you could
definitely
get
want
out
to
of the-
try what it's eating. Because it
Look
loves
at those
worms.
eyeballs.
It loves grubs.
Oh my God, there's worm. Yeah, there are worms in there.
Yeah, you can pick out a worm and feed it to him.
No,
if
thank
want.
you.
Those eyes really great at seeing in the dark. These are nocturnal. Look at them.
Look at those eyes.
Yeah.
Now, what is this? This looks like some type of a rat.
Well, it's a primate. It's related to monkeys and lemurs and apes and us.
Look
So,
at that tiny little tongue. And would this be? Look at the fur on this.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
amazing.
Beautiful. And so it lives in trees.
Yeah, it lives
Yeah.
in trees in Africa and hops around at
Let's
night.
see if we can show his hands.
And why?
So hungry though, he's
Why
not letting
so
go.
furry? Africa, you'd think is it?
It gets cold at night, even in the
It
Kalahari
gets cold
Desert.
there?
Oh,
Really?
It's freezing.
Oh wait, doesn't. What
Look
are
at
you
his
doing?
feet.
He says. Why would you take the worms
trying to
away?
show his-
Oh Lord.
Oh, there he is.
I told you this couch wasn't going to survive. The new couch.
He's got my shirt.
Well, we
Shoot up
won't be
worms
using
on
the
new-
couch again. You're right.
The new couch has to go back to the cleaner.
Oh my! This is something on Fear Factor that somebody would eat.
Yeah.
That's their life. Their life is Fear Factor every night. Just
You're not even getting $100,000.
But did you tell her about how we spent a whole show with lemurs?
yeah, we spent the entire
Yeah.
show with lemurs. We did that while you were gone, and they're just amazing. We're leaping around with them, and these animals you can really kind of see. They do so many things that we do. They have hands,
Yeah.
They have their feet. Are
No,
like
they're
hands.
incredible, and I love that you actually spend time with them.